Hey everybody, welcome back to Dressed Quest. I'm your wonderful game master, and tonight we have to pick up where we left off last week. Oh my goodness, so much went down. But our players are excited to be back, and we're going to find out what that all looks like here in the next couple hours. But before we do that, of course, we want to give just a quick shout out to all of our players to let them tell you who they are and who they're playing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass it off to one person, and then they're going to ping pong it around. And tonight we're going to start with our lovable goblin.
Yeah, I'm Snark. I'm a goblin hexblade warlock. Uh, I'm not very socially adjusted, and I'm very random.
That sounds about right.
And I will ping pong it off to Iley Wild, Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex, also known as Idly. I'll be playing Erwina Dwin, Stars Druid. And I'll kick it over to the murder mommies. Let's kick it over to Benji.
Hey guys, I'm Space. I will be playing Benji, Murder Mommy number one, and I will pass it off to my wife.
Hi, I'm Torrance, and I will be playing Castle War Raven, your paladin, and murder mommy number two.
Yes.
And I'm gonna pass it off to our wonderful cleric.
Hi, everybody. I'm Chris, and I play Jim Jack Wonderful, and I'm not a murder mommy.
Someone clip it.
And I play a human cleric.
All right, so let's find out what our players gotten into so far the last couple weeks. Transition over here. Kind of give you guys all a background of what has happened so far. So, in this town, or the village known as Stillwell, it's a place within Icewind Dale where there has been no damage from the Rime or the Frostmaiden herself. Ice and snow don't really sit on the ground for too long. There seems to be pockets of steam and warmth coming from underneath that keeps the ground luscious and green. There's also this natural light that comes from a crystal that sits within the shrine of Shantea that gives off an artificial sunlight that allows for more vegetation and growth to happen. And in here, this is a treasure trove compared to anywhere else within the place of Icewind Dale. Jinjak received a dream to head south. The party was founded after an ambush, but was rescued by the protector of the village known as Elowin. Convincing them to keep his secret, they vanquished the rest of the creatures that had ambushed them, and then Elowin led them through a set of trials within the caverns, where they had to pull at their emotions in both why they wanted to be adventurers, and also what has kind of disturbed them in the night. Solving each one of these trials, they were able to arrive in Stillwell, sadly only hours before the true test was about to arrive. Something had led a group of orcs, a large force, through the caverns and around the spine, areas where most do not believe is even inhabitable. But the overbearing onslaught poured into the village of Stillwell at all angles, the farmlands, the overpass, the shrine itself, all being overtaken by orcs, creatures made of ice and dark magic. They killed many of the folks of Stillwell, and blood casted across this village. All the way until it looked that it was going to be overran. The party held strong in all areas, breaking off and separating their own, giving their own self a lack of safety in order to protect this place. Thankfully, when things started to look a lot worse than at first, a large battalion of soldiers from Bryn Shander, wielding the shield with the antlers growing out of the top of it, arrived to help return the village of Stillwell back to its calmer state. but not without a ton of loss. For some, this is the first time they're seeing this type of aftermath. For others, this is just another day. But we're going to find this out here in just a moment as we move back to our players here. Before we do that, though, I'm going to bring up our map. So as for all of you can see, the map here is the travel map. And you can look where they had to journey from. So the soldiers came all the way from Bryn Shander, down across the East Way, through Goodmead, down Dugan's Hole, and then they had to wrap around this edge here. Now, they didn't come the way that the players came. The players came from a little area over here where they were ambushed, and then they had to go through these trials within the caverns here, and then this is where Stillwell is. Bryn Shander actually came through a pass that's guarded, or that's protected by other soldiers. So it's a long pass around, but they insert through the back area, and they're able to ambush the orcs in order to do so. But this seemed to be kind of one of those moments where everything starts to calm down. The soldiers are cleaning up the areas around it, and it gives you a moment to just breathe. Before we start letting everybody kind of bounce around and talk, I'd like to know what everybody's feeling. And we'll just go around a circle real fast. And we'll start with Erwina. How is your character reacting to all this so far?
I think Erwina just goes into kind of, we've seen it before when she's in the tavern where she just kind of keeps busy and keeps people's spirits up, or, has that sense of hospitality. This time you can see her going from bandaging wounds of the wounded to just boiling water, whatever tasks she can do to keep herself busy and helpful.
And then we'll move to Jinjak. Now, we know from earlier, Jinjak has grown up in a very, humble beginning in a small farm town. Is this the first time Jinjak has seen death to this magnitude?
I've seen small raids before on Velen, but in my little village of Pop Spring, bandits and small malicious creatures and such alike, but we've never sustained casualties like this. I'll see to seeing if we can start to gather up or organize people to get them to move the wounded to the Temple of Shantea.
Okay.
And I will try to tend to them as best I can. Actually, when I get enough of them gathered together, I'll use my prayer at that point to heal them all.
Okay.
So I can do 15 points split up any way I want. So if anyone's near death, then I could technically, well, you get the idea.
Right. Yeah, there are many that are past that point, but there are also others who have been wounded either with minor hits from the force or just after the aftermath of what has happened, either buildings falling or being broken into, damages like that. So as those people start to head towards the shrine,
I'm not going to concern myself with property damage, and the dead can wait. I'll see about attending to the living and healing them up. But I just meant wait. We're not ignoring the dead because they'll all need proper burials.
Right.
But let's see about keeping the living alive.
Okay. Benji, what are you doing in all this? How are you feeling right now?
I think in this moment, Benji is emotionally exhausted. So, as Jinjak was leaving the shrine, I think she would have just passed out at the shrine, just kind of laid there and stare up at the sky, contemplating.
Okay. Castle, this is not something new to your character, but It's been a while. How are you feeling?
I think at first, Castle's feeling like what she always has felt after, you know, another day on the battlefield. It's check in, make your reports, and suck it up. And she does that before she also just kind of collapses there next to Benji. Because that wasn't something she was allowed to do. It was you suck it up and you go back to work. She doesn't have to go back to work today. So she's going to collapse.
Okay.
And just also contemplate whatever is up there in the sky.
Understood. And then we have what I would believe is, I'm trying to think of the word for it, but I don't know how Snark feels. How is Snark feeling in all this?
Well, so Snark's not really good with feelings, but he knows that those orcs were jerks. And so he's going to walk around the battlefield, and if any of them are wiggling, he's going to stick them until they don't wiggle anymore. And then when he's done, he decides he needs a short rest. So he's going to lay on top of a pile of orcs on his back and just go to sleep.
Like I said, never expecting anything from him. It's always going to throw me off. It's great. I love it. But yeah, this moment, it's interesting to see some of you reacting the way you do. Others, it's very calming to see that this is something that you are actually understanding and piecing together in your own mind. Currently, there's about 60 armed guards walking around, either organizing, piling bodies, caring to wounded. There's a gentleman who is in ornate armor. You can see badges on his chest. He's got a large cape that droops down to the ground, helmet in hand, and kind of is barking orders to gather the orcs, put them on the pyre, those types of things. One by one, just going through the different areas, making sure that nobody had snuck away or was forgotten, sending groups of troops towards the overpass, sending some towards the farmlands, all this to surround everybody back to the shrine area. Inside the shrine, because I know that's where most of you are at, the three of you. The shrine is different than what you've seen in most areas. It's very open. There's no actual doors to it. It is just a grouping of stone pillars that wrap around this circular area, as we've seen before. Let me zoom out a little bit. It's not letting me zoom out, of course. That's too small. So what it looks like, as you can see, is just everything's open. So just kind of zooming around it so you can see what it looks like on screen. But in the center, you've got Benji and Castle kind of slumped over to this, like leaning on the shrine. And in many cases, this would be considered disrespectful or unaccepted. But in a moment like this, nobody is putting any sort of emphasis on that. They are doing literally what they're told to do to make sure that people are taken care of. And you've got bodies that are starting to be piled around it. You have people that have been there are spots within the shrine area and around the outside of the shrine where people are putting bedrolls down and laying wounded down, and it's very solemn right here in this area specifically. A lady probably in her early 20s, very fair looking, has these very beautiful white robes on with an orange kind of like overlay, and then you can also see areas of it that have stitched into the wheat. It has like wheat markings throughout it. walks up to people and just starts checking on them and seeing how everyone's doing. She walks up to you and Castle and Benji and just says, "Is everyone all right? Is there anything we can do here at the shrine?"
Use a little bit more healing if you have any to spare.
Of course. And she'll place her hand on you, and you can hear her muttering some words to Shantea. And as you do, you can feel that same warmth, that same autumn breeze that Jinjak gives off as your wounds start to seal up and your muscles start to loosen up and not be as tense. And she'll do the same thing for Castle if she's allowed.
I think at first Castle kind of goes back to that like mindset of like suck it up, because it was you heal when you go to bed. And so like at first it's like she like recoils a little bit, but it's just
It's
like
all right.
no, it's please. Just please.
All right. And she'll move on to the next group of people. She walks up to Jinjak. She says, "Thank you. We've sent Elowin away. He's mourning his father heavily. I told him I would watch the shrine over until he's ready to take position here."
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm Jim Jack. Wonderful. You are?
Just had it. Ren.
Ren.
Yes.
You're a priestess of Shantea, yes?
I am learning.
An acolyte.
An acolyte, yes.
Oh, wasn't that long ago I was one of them. You're doing a great job. Thank you.
Thank you. Trying my best. Normally, an acolyte here would just, bless the water and give blessing to the harvest, but I didn't expect to have to do at this point.
Or priestess? There's none?
The priest is, passed away.
I see. All right.
So the priest of Stillwell was Elowin's father.
Ah,
So
I see. Oh, I see. All right. Okay. Well, at the risk of seeming too crass, I'll wait until after. Well, I'll thank her. I assume she's making the rounds.
yeah, she's.
I'll wait until after everyone's sorted, and I've exhausted my spell pool.
Okay.
There's no one in, or anyone who I can help everyone I can. And then I'm gonna go look for Snart.
Okay.
I'll look for the biggest mound of dead orcs.
Biggest mound of dead orcs and the smallest man on top of it. Got it.
I'll just walk up to someone and describe, look, I'm looking, I'm trying to find my little friend Snart. I suspect that he'll be, I suspect that he might be,
just talking as you're wandering, just asking soldiers and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just saying that I'm talking that, and I say I'm suspect he'll be on something like this, right?
So fast. Oh my goodness. Actually, there's we've seen some piles closer to the overpass, but he probably blended in on the large piles. Most of them have been piled over there, and he points to an area just south of, right near the pass where the overpass would be starting. So,
All right, I'll try to be quick. I'll just run over there.
okay.
Tunnel over there. Probably not running. Probably
Right. Yep. Just
no. Say, Snart, Snart, wake up! Wait, Snart,
Hey, hey,
are you
Snark,
comfortable? I mean, that's a lot of smelly orcs you're sleeping on.
what, I had a crazy dream.
Oh,
I dreamt that we met this guy. He had this really cool voice, and he was like really mysterious and had scars and stuff. And then he brought us through this cave, and like everybody got really upset. And then we went through.
Snart, you're not
And
dreaming.
what?
That wasn't a dream, Snart. That was yesterday.
Oh, oh, that explains the orc pillows.
Yes, my friend.
Okay.
Are you tired right now, or did you get a good rest?
I don't know. Did I get 2 hours of sleep, DM?
no, you did not get 2 hours of sleep.
All right. Well, after you're done resting up, I'd like you. I have a boon to ask of you.
Okay, here I come. I jump down.
When
What
you
do
get
you
it,
need, buddy?
did you check the orc corpses?
Yeah, I stabbed them all a lot.
No, I mean check them. See if you find anything useful on them.
Oh no, I got tired and I just took a nap.
Well, if you find anything useful or you find anything curious, bring it to the shrine. All right.
Okay,
If you don't mind.
okay.
Thank you, Snart.
But by the way, we've been friends for a while, right?
Well, a few weeks, I reckon.
Yeah. Well, so my name is Snark, not Snart.
Right, Snart. I'll see you.
Aw, poor Snark.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a bit slow sometimes. I don't know what it is about you, but I just keep thinking. Right, Snark, not Snark. I'll try to remember.
Okay.
K before T, except after C. And then I'd go back to the shrine.
Hey, bye, Grimdark.
I ignore it because he couldn't possibly be talking to me.
All right. What through all this? What's Arowina doing? Have you entered into the tavern, or have you just been helping farmers? What was your? Because you said you were being
Yeah.
hospitable, but
I think
in what way?
I think she's staying busy.
Okay.
She's staying as busy as humanly possible. So I think she's going. She's probably like in one of the medic tents, maybe one of the ones that's further away from the temple,
Okay.
because she, for one, isn't necessarily as religiously inclined as everyone else, and two, she can probably manage with her healing herbs out and like rolling gauze out in the field a little bit easier. So
Okay.
probably with actually going without for bodies and the wounded with probably actually the soldiers.
Okay. Yep.
Very busy and making sure everybody's drinking their water, constantly like mom managing
Got it.
in crisis
And
situations.
I'll say most of that's going to be done over towards the farmlands and the overpass, mostly. Mostly the farmlands. You see a lot of the wounded are still out there. Some of the bodies are being carried back towards the shrine. Others are being kind of just sat up. Some people are not wanting to leave the farmlands. They want to stay near their home. Those are the ones that you're able to very easily treat with gauze and herbs and other things, other very simple materials like that. So,
Yeah.
and every time you do, you know, you're greeted with like thank yous and all that stuff, and it's very vibrant in an area that's very solemn right now, where people are very thankful for you being here and for helping out this village, because they don't ever expect to be attacked like this. Raids are one thing, but this was overwhelming. So, and the soldiers have also been very hospitable and backing you up in any way they can. The two of you, Benji and Castle, now that you've sat there, kind of relaxed, what's going on in the shrine right now with you two?
I think Castle's gonna stand up and just kind of like grab Benji's hand and be like, we're gonna go talk.
Okay, I'll just follow.
Okay.
And I find wherever it's quiet as it can be
Okay.
and as alone as it can be.
Okay. Heading towards the forest, heading towards um,
Maybe
the the
maybe
speaker's
if
home.
maybe if there's like a little river or something that I can just sit by.
Okay. On the other side of the small forest, you know of, and they've told you about is it's almost like a hot spring, but it's not hot. It's just that's where the water's coming from
That's just
underneath the
yeah,
water underneath the mountain. The other option would be the fountain that's behind the shrine. Those are your two
right.
options if you're
Yeah.
looking for water.
No, I think I would go where the forest is because the shrine's just it's crowded at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And
And it's
castle
surrounded.
yeah, castle's like tomb. All right, enough people for today.
Yes.
It's two
And for
people.
those wondering on this side here, I'm going to just make a mark on the screen for those looking. Most of this area is covered in tents right now
Yeah.
from the soldiers of Brinchander. So
So
you
I
head
just
kind of against the edge of the mountain pass,
yeah.
of the mountains, and then you come to an area where the water is very, very crystal, like a light blue. You don't see any algae in it. There's almost this steam coming off of it, but it's a steam of hot to cold going back and forth very consistently. Uh, and you can see, but you can like see straight down like a mirror. It's a very unique ecosystem right here, right next to the mountains.
So I kind of just plop down on the edge of this river, kind of like you would see like a kid do after they've had a long day playing outside and they just want a couple more hours outdoors. And I just kind of sit there quietly for a minute before I'm like, Benji, I know you've noticed some changes. Do you know why ravens collect trinkets and shiny objects?
Well, I always thought they liked to steal things, but
Well,
not really.
I mean, that's part of it, but it's curiosity. They're curious about things in this world, things they don't understand, especially when they're young. But as they get older, it's to protect their young. My parents got curious, and then I got curious. Their curiosity got them murdered. My curiosity brought me here. Ravens also collect shiny objects to impress other ravens, other creatures. They think it's a way to be impressive. And Castle pulls something from the inside of her little pouch, and it's a little black metal spiral with a feather and a silver little claw on it. My family gives these to those who impress them. You're impressive. And as long as you befriend a raven, they'll fly with you. And I'm just gonna slip it into your hair. I fly with you.
You give me such a high honor, but I don't think I'm as impressive as you say. I mean, sure, I can fight. That's all I really can do. I mean, and I just kind of grab her hand as she's placing this raven claw and feather in her hair. If anyone is impressive, Castle, it's you. We've gone through, I don't even know how to describe what we went through this past day, but you will always be stronger than anything I could ever. You're stronger than me, Castle.
It's not about who's stronger or more impressive or more damaged.
We are pretty damaged, aren't we?
Yeah. It's about what we see and what we want. And I finish fastening it in. You're impressive because you are, not because you think you don't deserve to be. You deserve to be. Therefore, you are.
I kiss her on the cheek.
I look at you and I'm like, you could do better than that.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to. All right, I kiss her.
Kiss her back.
And what we did notice is that if you look past where all this is happening, the darkness of what the rhyme is still floating deep within the outskirts. But here in Stillwell, there's that artificial sunlight that is blending here at the edges here of Stillwell. And the two of you have this moment of it's yours in an area where you can see each other perfectly. And as the camera kind of pans upward, you can see the reflection of it inside of the water as we start to move back towards the town, giving you the amount of time you guys need there. As we return back to the shrine, at this point, Ren is exhausted, just one after another, making sure that people are taken care of it in whatever way she can offer, getting help from medics from Bryn Shander that have come with the battalion. She just falls to her knees, puts her hands in her face, and just starts to cry.
Am I there?
Yeah, you'd be there because you said you were returning back to the shrine.
I'll grab a blanket from my pack and just put it on her shoulders and pat her gently on the shoulder. How much time has passed?
Between you wandering off to see Snark and the the ladies going off to have their moment, probably about 2 hours
All
total.
right. I'm gonna take a short rest
Okay.
for an hour, and then I'm going to see if I can cheer people up by telling them some stories,
Okay.
and then my and then I'll split hit points amongst six of them every time I do it, and give
All
each
right.
one of them a boost.
Sounds good.
Use space.
Um, as you do that, you notice, more and more people are able to move around, help where they can. Some are starting to leave the area. Uh,
All right.
Rin kind of gets up and walks back towards the edge of the shrine. Um, when she returns, about 10 minutes later, she's holding a necklace in her hand. And she looks at you and she says, if it wasn't for you and your team, so many more would have died. Elwyn is our protector, but he's distraught after finding out what had happened to the priest and his father. He had mentioned that somebody who was blessed by Shantea was coming, but we didn't expect for this reason. But there's a note here for the protector of Shantea, and she hands you a letter, and it's from Elowyn's father, and it says, I am heading off to Bryn Shander to hope to get help. The orcs keep coming, but I've had a vision that somebody of the mother was coming to help us. Please give this to them as a thank you for their help in whatever way they can offer it. And she hands you the necklace.
I take it, and I murmur a prayer under my breath.
As you murmur that prayer, 6 of those beads start to glow.
That's interesting. All right. I'll
She walks over to you, kind of grabs, places her hand on yours, and she places it on each one of those beads, and she explains, these ones here are blessings of Shantea.
Oh,
These 2 here is her curing heart.
oh,
This one is her ever-ending light. And this is her final prayer. You have beads of prayer. You have 6 of them. You have 2 that give bless, 2 that give cure wounds, 1 gives daylight, and 1 gives prayer of healing.
these are instant?
These are as if casted, so however they're normally
Got it.
casted,
All right.
or cast,
Prayer
and
of
those can be used. And those can be used once a day.
Yeah, prayer of healing takes 10 minutes.
Okay.
That was my mistake from before. I didn't realize
Yep.
it. Once a day. Oh, I thought they were disposable.
No.
Spend
Upon a prayer to Shantea, they will replenish once a day.
oh, this is way too fancy for me. This is really fancy. Like, this is castle level fancy, is what this is. I mean, and nothing's fancier than that.
She's not fancy.
You're not there, you can't hear that.
Oh my. Well, I'll thank you, Earth Mother. Oh, thank you, Ren, and thanks to Elowin's father there.
They,
I'll put this to good use right now. Actually, I think I will.
he he told us before he left that he'd been getting visions of somebody with the light of Shantea that was heading this way. We didn't know who it was, but once they arrived, we would be able to know.
Well, I'm glad it was referring to me anyway. My goodness. Do you mind putting this on me then?
Of course.
I'm a
And
bit
she'll
stiff.
kind of go behind you and tie it up. And there's two clasps. There's two golden clasps that kind of click together, and you can just click.
I'll kneel.
Connects it. She very, almost in a ceremonious way, raises it over your neck and then connects it in the back.
Yeah, I'll take my hat off. Sorry, my furry bison thing off.
It's all right. I figured you probably didn't have that on in this area anyway. So.
I wouldn't wear it in. I wouldn't wear it in the church. Yeah, so I'll just wear a regular hat. Yeah,
just wear a regular hat.
Plus, it's warm here. It's still warm here. Okay. I empty the beads. First thing I do, I guess.
Okay.
Except for the daylight.
Yeah, and so you have two. Like I said, you have 2 bless, 2 cure wounds, 1 daylight, and 1 prayer of healing. So.
All right. I'll keep the blesses and the daylight, and anyone who still needs healing, I'll do it. I'll empty the beads.
Okay.
And,
yeah, just continuing to go by and helping people as you can to heal them as much as possible. I'm sure with the cure wounds, you're looking at the more wounded people compared to
yes.
Prayer of healing, where you can just disperse it throughout to make sure people are stabilizing and stuff like that. So understood. But she gives you a very religious bow and just continues to thank you. Anytime she passes you, she just says thank you, and then she walks by again as she's going to do something else, and then
I keep an eye out for Arwina, Snart, and the murder mummies.
Okay. So it's been about 2.5 hours at this point. Snark, Arwina, anything you two are doing?
Snark.
Anything you would like to do at this point?
I have an idea.
Go ahead.
Oh, you can go first. You can go first, Snark.
That's okay. I'm just a little goblin turd. You go first.
So I think during those 2 hours, as soon as people start, being tended to and triaged according to need, Erwina is going to actually think a little bit outside of her typical box, but in her typical box way of thinking.
All right.
She's going to take the time to ritual cast Speak with Animals, and any animal that she can, probably closer to the overpass, would probably have more animals in the farmlands. She's going to, for one, ask the animals to keep watch over the town and alert the town should any of the orcs return. And for those that can fly, she's going to ask them to try and track where they're coming from.
Okay.
With their bird's eye view.
Give me a animal handling, and since you're casting with a spell, you can use that at advantage. While you're doing that, anything you want to do, Snark? Because that's going to take you some time.
Yeah, so I searched the goblin, but I rolled a 5. So I don't think there's anything useful. And I'm going to go back and look for Grimdark.
Okay.
I think
so
I'm going to add a
you
bless to that. Sorry.
Scrounging through orc remains, you don't seem to see anything, at least in your eyes, that seem interesting. Maybe to others it would seem interesting, but to you, just nothing caught your eye. So you head back to the shrine, and as you do, you can see just Jim Jack kind of just wandering around, helping the wounded and the distraught. And you got a 12?
Yeah, 12.
It seems at this point where you're at in the overpass, a lot of the animals have not come back at this point. They're also very frightened about what had happened. But you do have what looks almost like an Arctic weasel kind of come up next to you and just kind of nuzzle up next to you, and you can see it's pure white, and then it has just very small specks of like this gray that just help it blend in much more. But it just kind of looks at you, and as you tell it to keep watch, it just kind of shuffles off down the road a little bit, and then finds what looks like almost a hole and just kind of dives into it as you see it. And then every once in a while, if you pay attention, you'll watch its head pop out for a second, and then it goes back in.
Hey, that's better than nothing.
You've got a scout. The birds have decided that this is not the place to be right now. They have all scattered.
That's okay. I think she would prefer the keep watch on the town and alert over tracking.
Right. And he's perched right outside the cave, so if anybody got through the cave, there would be an immediate notice of it. So, but yeah. And then I'll say after those two or so hours, if the two of you would like to return from the water, you guys are welcome to.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you both walk in into the shrine, is that where you're heading? Are you heading to the inn? Where are we heading?
Space, where are we going?
You want to go grab a drink? I could use some tea right now.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we should find the others first before we do that, so we can all decompress together.
I think probably we'll just start walking towards.
So the shrine is going to be the first place you hit, and then you turn past it. So it's do you go into the shrine and see what's going on, or are you just going to go walk around it and towards the end? That's the question.
I guess I know. I'm pretty sure I think Jin Jack is there, so I'm gonna head back there.
Beacon.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Grimdark.
Grimdark.
Yeah.
One of these days, I'm gonna have Jin Jack do an alter ego version of his character, so he can have Grimdark there as well. So for sticker purpose only. But so you pass the shrine. You pass the area where the shrine is, and you can see Jin Jack, you can see Ren, you can see a couple other other people who are helping. Those two seem to be the only ones actually dressed like part of the religious crew. The other ones are more medic based from Bridgeshander. So.
Hey, Jin Jack, we're going to get something to drink. You want to come?
Oh, no, I'm a wee bit busy at the moment, but by all means, please.
Okay, you want me to bring you something back?
Oh, bowl of soup?
Okay.
Wait, no, forget that.
I already left.
No.
All right. So as you pass by, Snark, are you still wandering around that area as well, or no?
Yeah, I'm looking for Grimjack.
Okay. So I would say that the two of you you would have been there first, and then you would have met up, and then you would have seen Benji and Castle heading in.
Well, good. Looks like none of us died, huh?
Are you with me? Oh yeah. Nope.
It's like you have such a way with words.
Yeah, dying sucks.
Yeah, getting hit sucks too.
And saying it way too loud around the other people. Yeah, look at them. They're all sad because their families got murdered.
Oh my god. Castle, you take over.
Maybe we get him out of here,
Yeah.
please.
I just pick him up and just walk to the end. Just pick him up, walk him to the end. Like no words. There's nothing else I can say to Snark to convey to him
Yeah.
like inside voice.
Did I say
Like,
something bad again?
Yes. Yes, you
Ren's
did.
like giving almost like the like a symbolistic blessing, like uh like she's just flustered about what just happened in the shrine, but she's going to shrug it off and kind of wander off to the next person who needs help.
Hey Snark, we're gonna play a game, okay? It's called the Quiet Game. Let's see if you beat me, I'll give you 2 gold.
I'm not going to beat you. I like you.
That if you win the game, let's see who can
Oh,
stay quiet the longest.
okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah,
Go.
I win.
No, Snark. I, mm,
Okay, I'll shut up. I know.
okay.
Bad goblin.
And I just follow Castle as she's dragging.
Oh, I fully have like picked him up like a child. Just
Yeah, it just
This is our life now.
like child out in the middle of it.
This is our life.
It happens. Uh, so heading over past most of the homes, there's a large 3-story building that overlooks kind of the edge of the near the farmlands, and you can see a large the name of it. It's called the Huntsman's Perch. It's 3 stories. The first story, of course, is the inn. The second story seems to be more of a hostel built, opened area for people to sleep in. And then there's a third story, but it doesn't seem to be open at the moment. So, and most of this place is full of soldiers at this point.
inside the inn.
Inside the inn, yes.
I think for the first time in Castle's life, that makes her uncomfortable. And she finds a spot as far away from the majority of them as she can.
Okay.
It's usually a corner.
Yeah, so you find yourself in kind of this back corner, the far side of the bar, as far away from the actual bar as you possibly could.
Yeah.
As everybody else is kind of crowded around, they've slid tables together. You've got these pockets of soldiers just throughout this entire tavern section. As you were walking in, you even saw they've pulled out large benches to put out front for more soldiers. And the crew is just running back and forth. You can see 3 people running back and forth with food, with drinks. You've got the bartender at the front who's just serving left and right. A keg has no longer been in like the back part of the kitchen. They've placed it on the bar and they're just pouring drinks. In the kitchen, you can smell surprisingly something much different than you're used to. There is no fish smell in this entire tavern. You smell very heavy root vegetables, different types of herbs and seasonings that you are not used to. Some are catching your nose to the point where it's almost making you sneeze. But you can smell the aroma of actual meat. Like we're talking probably either goat or some sort of bison type, large cattle. But yeah, no trout, no smell of trout in this entire building. So, what would you two like to do as you find yourselves a little nestled corner in the edge you can watch as a lady tries to like scoot and push her hips to move soldiers as she's trying to find her way back towards the two of you. I'm so sorry. This is quite a busy place today.
That's perfectly okay.
Can I get you all a drink or food?
Mead and meat.
Meat and meat. Well,
I have no preference.
easy enough.
On the specifics.
You miss? And she'll point to Benji.
Do you guys have tea? Any kind of tea, really?
We have quite a few different types.
Okay, it doesn't matter what you bring me. I just need a. Can we get like a kettle over here? And
Of course.
thank you. Oh, and what do you guys have? Do you guys have soup?
We have a very, very hearty vegetable soup right now. Yes.
Okay, I'll take two.
Okay.
For my friend.
Of course. And she'll wander off, pushing once again heavy hips just on both sides as people are trying to bump into her, as she's moving them as she's scooting back towards the kitchen. But you can hear, if you guys want, you're welcome to roll perception checks, but you're just hearing the banter of soldiers coming from Bryn Shander all the way to Stillwell.
I think I'm looking for Erwina. Where is she? Is she here?
Did you wander into the tavern at this point, Erwina? Okay. So where would you be at in all this? Because like I said, you've got pockets of soldiers throughout this entire tavern, and catching your glimpse far in the distance is the two of them pocketed in the corner.
I think there's a moment where Erwina's like, I'm so tired from, doing triage all afternoon. But she can also see that the wait staff is busy. And so she's just going to go again, make herself useful until she drops.
Okay. So you would catch Erwina probably mid-movement between soldiers dropping drinks off and food.
Her serving tray shield has once again become a serving tray.
Serving tray. Every once in a while, a soldier will try to get a little frisky, and that spoon will come out of nowhere and just whack against hands. It's a pretty interesting sight, but she protects
and she'll
herself.
even ask for their name and rank and their supervisor's name and rank.
And they kind of all look at each other and they're like, yeah, Hutton, it was him, Hutton.
Perception check? Can I see that?
Oh yeah, sure, you can go. Yeah, perception check with advantage because you're in an opening area. Like you
that
are
is a natural
watching.
20.
Yeah, you saw that.
I'm
You
just
can
like,
see Arowita like huffed up looking at him, being like, I need your name, I need your supervisor's name, I need your rank. Like she's grilling this soldier who looks very drunk at this point. But yeah.
I kind of like try to get Castles to see it as well, and I'm just like, I'll be back.
Go get
And I
him.
walk over. Unless Castle tries to stop me, I'm walking over.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna let my girl go. She go have fun. I'm gonna enjoy this one.
Just
And as
pushing.
soon as I get to Erwina, I just look at her. I say silent, like put my finger to my lips, and I just take the meanest punch and just cold clock him in the back of the head.
Give me
I was just gonna cut him off.
What's that?
I was just gonna cut him off until Erwina gets out.
Give me a attack roll then.
Yeah. Let's go. That is an 8.
It was a what?
That's an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
It's less of him dodging and more of him being too drunk to know what happens, that he just kind of lowered his head just in time as it over top, and you see all the others sitting around him, like their eyes have now gotten this big, and you got a couple of them going, ooh. Like, and they just said, they grab his shoulder and like, we'll take care of this one.
Yeah, you better get him out of here before he.
Yeah, we'll get him out.
Yeah.
Apologies, miss. And they kind of, two of them get up and literally one in one arm, one in the other, just drag him out.
I just looked at Erwin. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah, don't let me see stuff like that because I will act first, and you're one of my main priorities. So.
Aw, thank you. I've unfortunately become quite accustomed to handling myself with fools.
Yeah, you do real well with that spoon. You hit me quite a couple times with that spoon. And I just kind of give her a hug. And I'm just like, whenever you want to take a break, we're back there. And then I kind of like turn so that Castle can't see me smiling.
Did I clock that?
First off, when you say that, Arowina, give me a Constitution save, please.
Okay.
Because you said you are exhausting yourself.
Yeah, Erwina is just gonna keep going until she can't go no more.
Okay. Oh, she's
let's
good.
go.
Yeah, she got her second wind after that. Hit with the rattle against the hand with the spoon. But yeah, she. Castle, if you want to give me a perception check on that one.
Oh yeah.
What am I doing? Am I doing deception?
Yeah.
You're welcome to.
No.
I love internal conflict.
I'm trying to play it cool. And just like.
So what does that look like?
Literally me just like. I have my arm is up so that she can't see me smiling, but you can still see it.
I just like fully just look back at you and I'm just like just like I see you.
And I just turned to Erwin and I'm just like, I have so much to tell you, like so much has happened.
Oh, okay. I go away for like a couple hours and things
time moves fast here in Stillwell.
So, now, mind you,
so.
To catch you up, it was a day and a half between Arowina leaving and you guys returning to Stillwell when the orcs attacked. So there was that day and a half gap too. Nothing's been caught up yet. So.
Oh man! All right, but I mean, are you good here? Do you want to take a break? You look tired.
I mean, it's still really busy here. I don't think I could even relax even if I was relaxing. Like it's okay. There's just so many people here. And they all need things. And they look whelmed. And she points over to the tavern staff. Like,
yeah, the whole staff is just covered in sweat. Like they're some of them are leaning up against the wall, just trying to find a moment to take a break before somebody else's hand pops up and be right there, and they run off to the next person in full on winded and everything.
Yeah. So James.
Sure.
Snarf wants to help. He's not really good with feelings and stuff, but he can help the bartenders. So he walks up to the lady and he says, "Hey, if you need a hand, I can help. I've got two of them."
All right. And she'll, not even thinking, because she doesn't know Snark at all, she hands him 2 drinks and she points over to a table. She says, "Please take those there."
Okay. Miraculously, he will follow directions and he will use his size and his ability to kind of disengage and move to areas in acrobatics, and he will do everything he can to help. Here you go. Here you go.
Castle is watching. Castle
Thank
is
you.
watching him.
Thank you. And then picking up drinks from what looks like nowhere, but the guys are leaning down and grabbing drinks from Stark and putting them on the table. And he'll give you a silver for a tip as you brought the 2 drinks over. And.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you
I like this.
We found Stark's use. He likes getting money with it, so it works. But yeah, so the moment this is all happening, Castle's cracking all of this with her keen eyes, um, and like I said, the one waitress who had helped you guys before is finally coming out. Now, it's kind of looks very similar to how Arowina is. This massive tray this woman is holding, and it's got food on it. It's got a mead pitcher on it. It's got a tea kettle, and she is just moving like she has done this for the last 50 years. Like she's just no issues whatsoever. It's funny though because you will watch every once in a while. As I said, she's got a little bit heavier hips, but she's okay with using those, so she'll just move people out of the way, like
Queen.
out of the way.
Yes.
And
Love
then
it.
comes over and says, "Oh, here, sorry it took so long." And she'll drop just a pile of food in front of you.
It is worth the wait.
And she unhooks 2 cups from like her waist. She's got clipped on it, and she hands them to you both. And she says, "It's a busy day, but in all honesty, it's been decent."
Sometimes we gotta take decent.
Your friend there helps out quite a bit, and looks like the one you said was little is pitched in as well.
Well, Arowina is the most helpful person I've ever met. That she will continue to help you unless you tell her to stop, and then she's gonna keep helping you. So you're in good hands there. And the little one, I am never been prouder of him in my life, and I hope it stays that way. So
I'm helping.
I see you very quickly. I see you. Keep
So,
helping.
For the next, 3 or 4 sections of times that he comes back to the bar and grabs drinks, not everybody gives you tips, but you do get 2 more silver throughout that next hour. So I don't know if you want to torture the people that don't give you tips, but that's up to you.
No, he's just working.
He's just working. Awesome. So we have worker bees right now. We have the murder mommies in the back eating and having their own time of just relaxation, and then we have Jinjack off both camera and story back at the shrine working hard. At this point, I'm going to allow anybody, because at this point I'm going to say that things are just going to start slowing down a little bit in the tavern itself. The wait staff is having to be able to breathe again, and I'm going to allow you all to kind of meet up. And the reason I'm saying that is a lot has happened over the last couple days. Is there anything you all want to discuss as we move forward? I know you all.
So we're gonna stay here forever, right?
No, Snark. We have other things to do.
But there's no snow and there's food and it doesn't smell like fish.
That's true. This is the best place we've been so far. But we have to go talk to the guards in East Haven about the dwarves. We have things to do.
Maybe we should kill those orcs, the ones that ran away.
It's on the list.
And I call Arwina over. Hey, so we're kind of discussing what we want to do next. Maybe we should send for Jinjack so he can be here.
Okay. And as Arwina is forced to take like a 15-minute break, probably at
there is longer than 15 minutes.
She'll sit down and she'll start ritual casting Animal Messenger, and send it to Jinjack with the message of, "We have a table at the inn. and your presence is requested.
All right.
I think the messenger she gets is like the cutest little like Disney mouse
Okay.
in Stillwell. Like thimble hat and everything.
Sounds great. I'm so for it. Finding this tiny mouse kind of comes up and perches on your foot, and you lean down and you place the thimble on top of its head, and it squeaks off towards the shrine. Now we get to find out if Jinjack can understand squeak. But
I think it actually gives the message in common. Let me pull up.
Oh, okay.
It's
Interesting.
actually like a very helpful spell.
There you go. If not, it's just going to be very strange sign language from a mouse.
Oh, it's not letting me cast it as a slot, but it's a ritual cast as well.
So you should be able to just cast and then just mark it as not needing the spell. There we go. Animal Messenger. Why does it not show me what it's called? That's not cool.
Because D&D Beyond partially works on Forge.
Yeah.
Here, I can pull it up on D&D Beyond proper.
Sounds good.
It replicates the sound in my voice, so Erwina's voice comes out of this mouse.
Okay, this. Oh, come on! We have to play this because I have to see what this looks like, especially for Jinjack. So this mouse scurries in, little thimble on its head, scurries into the shrine, stops right in front of you, Jinjack, and immediately this is what comes out of this mouse's mouth. So now you can say what you're saying.
Okay. Hi, Jinjack. It's me, Erwina. We have a table at the inn, and your presence is requested by Benji. Goodbye.
You're muted, Jin. Chris.
I just say druids.
It gives a bow. The thimble falls off its head and it scurries away.
Quite terrifying at times. All right, I get up and I'll walk over to the inn.
Okay.
I'll bow to the shrine first before leaving, and then I'll head out.
Okay.
When I'm constantly touching my beads, not a euphemism.
I was going to say, which one are you rubbing? But we're not going there.
Look, you didn't need to say calling it a euphemism. It didn't become a euphemism until you said it.
Right? We gave you prayer beads for a reason, and you decided to dive that direction. Anyway, as you walk into the huntsman's perch, you are immediately caught off guard by the smell alone. There is no trout. You smell fruit, you smell vegetables, you smell herbs, you smell meat, no trout. And you smell a bunch. The only bad thing is you also smell about 40 soldiers that haven't bathed in a couple days. So there is that. But that's just the immediate catch as you walk in, and then as you kind of move around, that goes away a little bit more.
All right,
So.
I take out my pocket knife and I cut a chunk of air out and pull it loose so I can look around and spot them possibly. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I'll just look for them. Oh, well, I see Castle. There we go.
Yep. You see Castle and Benji and
Snark.
Erwina, and then Snark runs into your foot as he's dropping off his last 2 cups of ale.
Hi, Grimjack.
Hello, Snark.
Sorry. Excuse me, I'm working. And I'll go around him.
Why? Oh, well, fair enough. All right, I walk over to the table.
Okay. The table, there's a large pitcher of mead. There is a kettle of mint tea. There is what looks like slabs of bison, or another. It's a
Not bison, no.
snow bison, but yes. And
don't worry, that's not for you, Jinjack. Here's your soup.
And then
I
also
made
there's
sure.
two piping hot bowls of vegetable soup.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. And I take a like a huge chunk of bison meat and just have it chew it.
Just just like almost like jerky, just bite
I, I
into it
think
and
I think
tear.
we I think we do that at like the same time. We're just like
Oh, a little bit of information. I guess Elowin's late father left a gift for me at the shrine, so I've got these beads. I know they're a little fancy, but they each one of the beads carries a blessing from Shantea, a spell or whatever. So well, I find that I was always saying, "Oh, I'm running low." Well, I won't be saying it as often.
good.
That's good.
One of them is rather nice too. I've never used it before. That spell. It's called Daylight.
Yes.
Might come in handy for
Well,
we
it seems to
encounter.
suit you.
Well, mainly for me and Benji. Oh, actually, a castle too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you think that's cool? Look, I got a silver piece.
Oh,
Yes,
Actually,
very
you got
good.
three silver
Positive
pieces actually,
reinforcement.
but
Ah,
Well done, Snark.
they
Yeah.
grow up so fast.
they grow up so fast.
You never got back. Did you find anything amongst the dead orcs? Snark?
so they just have like these shiny round things and like some big, like they look kind of like diamonds and stuff, and yeah, nothing good. Wait,
All right. I'm just gonna drink my soup.
um, the super mine. So one of the things that you're gonna catch from the soup is there is actually a couple different spices used that are from the south. So this would have been stuff that you would have gotten in Velen.
He said, "Oh, compliments to the chef. This is really nice."
So, but the five of you are now found yourselves at the table. Food and drinks are plentiful at the moment. Charge will be at the end, of course. But yeah, is there anything you all want to talk about or discuss at this point before we move forward?
I joined the group. So,
Okay.
Arwina, Grimjack, um, our other friends here say we have to leave. I think we should just stay. This place is awesome.
Much as I'd be inclined to agree with you, the problem still abounds outside the boundaries of this sanctuary. The land is cursed, and I was under the impression that, well, I won't speak for others, but I'm going to see this curse of winter lifted so spring can occur throughout all of Icewind Dale. Not to mention, we still have those missing, not children, there were some missing women from the last town we're in, and we haven't accounted for them. There's
Yeah,
other places where there's good to be done, so that's where my vote is.
we can't do that from here. Like work remote.
No.
I don't
I
think so.
I think it's fine for us to make this a place to stop at and recuperate and rest, buy and sell and such the like, but staying here for the remainder of the spring, summer, and fall is not what I had in mind because there is no spring, there is no summer, there is no fall.
Yeah. Arwina, you feel the same way, huh?
Yes, and in a very more practical and personal sense, my dad doesn't live here. So, and my mom is still, wandering outside with amongst our people. So, to help them, I can't stay here.
All right. Well, I'm with you guys, whatever you do.
Bless your soul, Smart.
Did you just call him smart?
No, I said Snark.
Oh, okay. It's like you got another new nickname. Look at that.
Bless your soul. Well, yeah, but bless your soul, smart. Just like,
Snark, is there a particular reason you want to stay here?
Well, yeah, because it's not cold.
Well,
oh,
no,
I,
it's still cold.
It's
It's just not.
as cold.
As cold.
hey, I'm feeling you, man. I totally agree.
Yeah.
But I'm
Well, I
sort of,
mean, at least we can go on like really exciting adventures, and I can stab stuff.
Yeah.
Stabbing things are fun.
There's nothing for you to stab here. We stabbed everything.
oh, we might want a word with the commander before we leave.
He's in a tent near the around the shrine area, but they've perched up about 4 or 5 different large tents that they've now are using as places to stay. So
I mean, I reckon he's probably a noble or something. Maybe there's someone on Isterat Castle who, can talk to him or something in Isterat Castle. And at least to give our
I
bona fides.
will I will speak with him.
Oh, even your tone
But
of voice is great with us.
but there is something you all should know. I came to Icewind Dale on false orders. My nice words. My commander thinks I am here to further his power grab with his lovely fiance. When really, I'm here to stop them. I need to tread cautiously and carefully among any military forces or nobles we do come across. I can throw my weight around and I can make pleasantries, but it has to be under the guise that you all are helping me to help him. Because if he gets word of what I'm really doing, Icewind Dale is more than doomed than it already is. If we save Icewind Dale from this eternal winter, we'll have to save it again from Neverwinter.
Man, that sounds exhausting.
It is.
Oh, it ain't that hard. We'll just be your dog robbers, We'll just pretend to be your minions and stuff.
I would
Yes,
never.
milady. No, milady. By your leave.
No,
milady.
that's too much. No, Jinjak, that's what I'm saying.
Or
Is can't throw my weight
partners-
around that much.
Or partners of convenience. You
Yes.
can't rule a place that's frozen over. A king of ashes is only a king of ash.
Exactly.
Only this time it's frost.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
So I can talk and maneuver with the likes of these people. We just have to pick and choose who we speak to and what we tell them. Because otherwise, it's very bad.
Well, another reason is I reckon they're a big part of why the people in this town are still alive, and that makes them okay in my book. Regardless of and I can forgive them for not bathing for a while. I understand that they were on the march. So
One thing you'll learn is duty and honor and orders usually come with a back door for someone else to benefit. So I'm eternally grateful that they showed up and they're helping. That doesn't mean there's not something else in it for them. And that's what you have to be careful of. With
Well, that's why I'm
these
glad
types
you're
of
here
people.
because too fancy.
It's not fanciness, it's just politics.
There, see, she used that P word. I don't get it. You know? I don't
I
get
mean,
that.
he's okay.
I know village council, the women's circle, that kind of thing. That's my level. You know?
He's kind of right. Politics are a whole different like monster to tackle.
They are.
About the time you say that, the door kicks open at the huntsman's perch, and a man is standing there with a scroll in his hand, and that's where we'll take our first break.
Oh, I gotta share this.
Sure.
I wasn't there with you at the huntsman's perch.
Sure. Let me swap over here. So that
Here, let me turn off my camera so it'll show up. I just kind of knocked this one out. I thought maybe you guys would dig it. There we go.
I mean, everything I.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, and
Yeah.
there's Snark sleeping on the dead orcs. And...
Yes.
That's
Snark
so
is our
cute.
Snark is our MVP tonight for artwork because he's
Snark is
Awesome.
rocking it. Thank you, Chris, for this. I mean, truthfully, it's not only just a amazing opportunity to tell stories with everybody, but to watch it come to life in your artwork is an extra gem that I was not expecting to get as a GM here. So, oh my goodness, I'm going almost teary-eyed from that one. So anyway, we'll be back in just a couple minutes, about 10 minutes, where we'll pick up as somebody has entered the Huntsman's Perch. We'll see you guys all very soon.
Sweet.
And we're back. So as for the ones that are just starting to tune in, they are now sitting within the huntsman's perch. They were trying to decide what the next step was, and somebody has burst through the door with a scroll in their hand, looking around for someone. Do any of you do anything during this time, or do you allow the person to continue to look around?
I think Erwina is gonna try and see who who does she think he's looking for? Because obviously it's not us.
Right. So you can see he is in full, almost like a leather armor set. He's got a pauldron on one side that's strapped to him. He's got a scroll in one hand and his helmet in the other, and he's looking around. You can just see he's kind of just glancing around the area.
I think Erwina is going to escape from her mandated break by Benji and
Nope.
Castle. She's already kind of going into overly helpful mode because he looks lost, according to her, and looking for somebody.
Yep.
So she scrambles away with all of the grace that she doesn't have, but Snark does. It's a very Erwina's acting like Snark moment.
Interesting.
But helpfully,
Interesting.
she's gonna ask, "Hey, you look like you're looking for something. Do you need help?"
Looking for the individuals that helped our people as we got here.
That would be us.
Yeah, that'll be over in the back. I'll walk you to our table. I guess.
Of course. And he'll very calmly walk between soldiers, and you see he has almost this grace to him as he does not get hit, he doesn't get moved, but he doesn't really move away from people either. It's like either they scoot in or he just keeps moving. And he stands.
Can I insight him as he's making his way closer?
Sure, go for
it. Hold on. It's being slow. Hold on.
It's fine. It's being.
Sorry, let me just refresh this really quickly. And fully making me step back.
Hold on, team. We're waiting on tech to work again. That's what happens. All of the random emojis are popping up, keeping everybody occupied.
All right, let's. Okay, and now we can try again. Just a 9.
It's the 9. I mean, he gives off higher level soldier, but nothing that's giving you this concern.
Right.
He's not. You can tell he's not tracking you either.
Right.
So, he steps up and he goes. So this is. You were the helpers of Stillwell, the protectors of Stillwell.
Yeah, kind of. Some of them died, though.
As with all war. But. And I apologize. My name is Field Scout Warren. One of the 3 here that are actually monitoring this entire crew. But our captain has asked for your presence, either if you're willing to speak with him.
I'll stand. I'll go ahead and stand up, giving him that respect and say, of course, we will gladly accept the request of your captain.
It's very easy. I'm willing to take you now, and if not, then you're welcome to stop by shortly. It's not hard to find his tent. And if you have an issue, of course, ask one of the soldiers.
Of course. I'll look to my table. Do we go now or later?
I mean, I was just this tea.
How about I wait outside, and I'll wait for you all to enter. And I'll walk you there.
Thank you.
Outside? Could you just pull up a chair and sit here?
Would you like some tea?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, I wouldn't want to intrude.
No. By all means, come. We have extra.
Very cautiously and uncomfortably. You can see him like proper setup, like stretches back out and places his helmet on his lap, and
I know, isn't relaxing the worst?
this is definitely unusual, but sure, I'll take some tea.
I hand him a cup, and I just like take the kettle and I'll pour it and I'll pass it to him.
And he very noble like holds one hand and then the tea and then tips it back, very slow sips.
No, you have to do it with your pinky out. That's how you drink tea.
I just elbow you in the side.
I think while they're having their really nice tea, Erwina's going to try and settle the tab using the entertainer background.
All right.
Where we can at least get some of the meal comped and maybe at least one room. If she does a performance, she'll keep it a quick open mic 15 for tea, 20 for tea. How long, Benji?
Like a nice 20.
Okay, okay. A 20
I'm already
set.
relaxed.
So, like,
my feet are already on the table.
Four songs set for
four songs set for Erwina. All right. Let's see how well that goes over.
And she's going to, as always, do her backtrack of using prestidigitation, but she's going to use performance.
Okay.
With a guidance. Let's see. It might not be great. Hey! That
24.
is a 24.
With a 24, you seem to get a decent amount, mostly from the patrons themselves, or the soldiers themselves. Mm-hmm. They start to spend more. You're able to get more throughout the next the next hour or so. And this is very uncomfortable for Warner, because Warner's just sitting there very quietly, sipping tea, watching everybody very quietly. But the rest of the crowd gets louder, and they start to give, tips, and extra money is flowing. I will say for the whole evening, with your entertainer background, the most this is going to cost is they're going to give you rooms for free, but food is a completely different story here.
Okay.
Everything that you get for food, the village knows that it is one of the few areas that can get good food. So everything is premium priced, of course.
No, even rooms for the night is fine.
Right. So for the total of everything, and that's the tea, that's the mead, that's the meats, and the soups, it's going to run a total of 5 gold. So.
Cass will go pay it.
Okay.
Okay.
She's got gold. She's walking around with an inheritance, so she'll go pay it.
And
Hey,
so that you guys
treating us, Castle?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I got it.
Thanks, Castle.
Got you.
All right. Erwin,
I want to be as far away from this man and this table as I can, so I'm gonna go pay the tab.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. Okay,
yeah, she's
got
like,
it.
I got it, guys. I got it. It's fine.
Can I insight check that? Can I insight check?
I'm just like again, it's like a visual elbow to the eyes, just
Oh my god, she hurts me so bad, but I love it.
I know you
Hey,
do.
Oh no.
hey, Grimjack.
Who?
I heard
Sir, who are
Jack.
you? Who are you
What?
talking to? Who's
Grimjack.
Grimjack?
Hello? Is this
Oh,
on?
I said I heard Jack.
Oh,
What is it,
anyway,
Snark?
I was gonna say, Arwina, she's really good at singing and stuff, and that's cool. It looks like she used to have another job too. She's pretty good at.
Well, I gather she worked in a tavern for a while. I
You
mean,
know, I once had a job. I let a wizard practice his sleep spell on me. It was a dream job.
that's very funny.
Huh. Huh.
French and Jack, that is like, I just look to Snark. I'm just like, you remind me so much of my son. He's wild, just like you.
Well, you're the best, Benji.
You're the best, Snark. Who is Grimjack?
Oh, sorry. I think I meant Jin Jack.
Oh,
There you go.
I'm not really good at that name.
Well, the four of you are, or the three of you are talking. Erowina, what would you say you were trying to do?
Oh, as Erwina's performing, this is
Mhm.
like the most like comfortable you've seen Erwina on like stage.
Okay.
She didn't even say that she used to perform. She's just like, oh, I can entertain. Um,
Ah.
but if you're listening to the music that she's kind of like DJing for herself using prestidigitation,
Uh huh.
you can like anytime there's like a duet, because she's doing kind of like a mixed bag of like kind of hopeful but like respectfully dour, because like we survived the fight but many didn't.
Got it.
You can hear like a second voice that's like male singing the duet and harmonies to her voice. um
Impressive.
oh yeah.
I will say you are not able to do anything like that if you get under a 20, though.
Yeah.
Because that is impressive, to say the least. But yeah, no, you definitely have this duality voice between the two of you, the two different vocals. And some people have definitely caught on and they're very confused as well. They're like, "Oh, wait, what? Like, how?" But they just start throwing coin at that point. It's, well, she's good.
Prestidigitation is a wild spell when you
It's a
start reading all
wild
the things it
spell.
can do.
And you, of course, Castle hit the bar, stop at the bar, and they paid the tab with no issues. You're
I leave an additional like 10 gold as like a tip because this poor staff has had a bad night. It's a rough night.
yeah. Uh, Blessed be to Shantea to have you and your crew here. Thank you.
Thank you for your hospitality on an incredibly long and hard day. It could have been very easy for you to allow yourselves a night of peace and rest and let everyone be at home. And instead, you provided us all with a beautiful place to gather, and we're grateful.
Well, Elowin's father meant a lot for most of us, and he would always tell us that we needed to keep our spirits up. So we don't we don't slow down much when those are lost because we feel like it's not really the right thing to do, you know?
I understand more
And he
than
tries to give like an actual, like, honest smile, but it's just a very solemn grin.
Castle just is like looking at this man and just sees that smile and sees every forced smile she's ever made before her private moment today. And just gives him that same smile back. Just,
We've lost a lot, but we've gained a lot too. Hopefully, this is it.
I promised Alwyn it would end, and I intend to make sure that it does.
Well, then Evelyn's father was correct. The true protectors of Stillwell had not arrived yet. You all are a blessing that so many of us are thankful for, especially if you can stop the orc raids from happening.
We will. And I'm gonna step outside and wait for my party.
Okay.
I cannot sit. I can't.
You can't do it?
This
Yeah,
guy.
got it.
I can't with this guy. I can't.
So he just goes back to sipping his tea.
Pinky. No. Yes. Thank you.
Oh.
You have to have the right etiquette.
Sorry, it's been a minute. We don't just get to drink tea, on the field.
Understandable. You're forgiven. All right, it's time to go. And I pick up my great axe that I took from a dead orc, and I pick up my great sword and I just put it on my back, and I'm just like, all right.
He
Erwin,
holds his tea out, pinky out, places it down
yes.
very gently, scoots back, grabs his helmet. Well, off we go. And he'll follow Benji out, looking back to see if the rest of you are following or if he's going to be sitting outside for a while.
Yeah, I'll get up and follow.
Okay.
I follow.
I glance over to make sure. Oh, wait. I look to make sure Irina. I gesture to her.
Yeah. That was the musical stylings of Hare and Heron. See you next time. And she just like exits stage left. Like she's resting.
Bow,
and
exit.
actually doing a good stage exit.
And as you walk off, you get a bunch of cheers and claps and whatnot. So I'll get some yays going as you walk off. But as you walk out the door, you're immediately greeted with the vibrant sunlight of the artificial sun that you've had for the last couple days. And Warner will walk around the inn and back towards the camps. All the camps are pretty much lined the same way. Each of them is set up one small campfire around 4 tents, and then a large tent that kind of sits as like the corner tent. And there's 4 different sections of those. And then there's a space between the 2 sets, and there's a very large tent at the end. And he says, the captain will be here, along with a few of the other advisors.
Man, this is intense. Sorry, I mean, man, this is intense.
Does he do this all the time?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes, glorious, isn't it?
Quite frequently.
Well done, Snark.
You see he kind of steps up to the tent flap, These tents are all the same color, so you've got a gray tent, and then it's got a set of stripes of, or it has two sets of leaves, one on each side, and it'll be a gold leaf on both sides of the tent flap. And he pulls it aside, and you can see a large open tent area. Tables have been placed up there. There's a large table in the middle. It seems to be a war room of some sort set up. Chairs all around it, and a gentleman in his late years, kind of just staring on into this map area as Warner walks in. Sir, this is the people you requested. Captain stands up, kind of scoots his chair and walks over to each of you. He says, "You've all done Icewind Dale a tremendous favor. As the captain of this troop, it's my honor to be able to at least speak with you. I would like to give an additional accolade, though." And he takes the paper from Warner. He says, "This is a direct note from Bryn Shander to the protectors of Stillwell. What we'll do is we'll bring this back to the capital, let them know who you all are, and your names will be known throughout Icewind Dale. You've continued to help these people without what seems to be any personal gain from what we've noticed. The orcs are still hidden within the spine. We know that it won't be easy to find them. So as I sign this note to return to Bryn Shander, what do you call yourselves?" Your group.
I kind of look to Erwina. You
Looks
are
to
the
all of
best
you.
at this.
She kind of like looks around at the group, and kind of thinks for a second and goes, "Please, you have to forgive our northern attitudes. We don't have a name currently, but I think that moniker fits."
Called moniker?
Yeah. Northern attitudes. As we all have
Northern
a big
attitudes.
personality all of our own.
I don't know what that means, but I love it.
I will take this to the speaker. Present it to her myself as an accolade for your help here. The Northern Attitudes. And he pulls out a pen, an inkwell, and writes the name on it. He says, "Please." And he slides it over to you. Have each of you sign it.
Erwina's name written in dyslexic Elvish at the bottom.
Yo.
Do any of you sign it outside of your name? That is what I meant. That's what I'm going to ask.
I do.
Okay.
I do not, because I have no idea.
Okay.
Castle signs it with her name before her oath. Because only she knows it.
Okay. So for our audience, what is that?
She signs it. Terras. Hervara. War Raven.
looks at Snark. Do you sign it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
don't know. I didn't even know if you can write, so I never asked the question.
He's a wizard.
Erwina tries to help, but it's just like a bigger mess.
He's a wizard, so he can do that stuff.
Yeah.
He's like a savant kind of. He
That.
writes down snark, not snark.
You all are definitely a unique bunch, to say the least. So, Northern Attitudes, it's my honor to take this back to Bryn Shander and tell the speaker of what you've done here.
Commander, Captain, whatever you are, I just have one question.
Sure.
Why did it take you guys so long to get here? Because I had to fight a bear on my own.
I apologize.
You also had to fight a bear on your own?
Yeah, yes.
I just internally, I die.
Yeah, it was a grisly situation.
Very icy. It was
Polar, in fact.
You all are horrible.
no, sorry. Like I don't mean any disrespect.
I think we're being really snowflakey about this, you guys.
These comments are
We
giving
need
me
to cool
pause.
it down on the puns.
I don't mean any disrespect. As a person that, well, I won't get into that. But you guys, was there a reason you took so long to get here?
First off, we had no idea that this was going to happen. 2 weeks ago, a man showed up in Bryn Shander stating that there was a place in this area that was not protected and also not having the issues of Icewind Dale. Took some convincing to the speaker and his council, but they sent a small battalion with him. He went off before us, told us how to get here, sent us a long way. So we've been on the road about 2 weeks.
Okay, well,
Through the ice, about 2 weeks.
Well, I think we have plans of going after the orc leader.
Mhm.
So if you could spare any men or women, it doesn't matter, to go with us.
Or children.
No children.
No.
Snark,
Yeah,
you're
I hope there's not a
I
whole
was
lot
trying
of
to
trouble
help.
with the
I'll
army.
shut up again.
We have no, at least in this battalion, we have no children here. Some of the defense battalions, it's different. But out here in the ice, it's not a place for kids.
Well, that's our plan. So, because that orc leader has to die. I think we all collectively agree on that.
I'll leave Warren with you and a small crew. We can't leave everyone because we have to return home.
Who is Warren?
The guy who brought us
He
here.
points back to the guy that brought you
Oh,
here.
the guy. He doesn't know how to drink tea. I wouldn't trust him with my life.
I'm going to grab Benji's hand. I'm just gonna be like,
I'm just, if you, it's the pinky. You have to have the pinky. That's all I'm saying.
what?
Okay, all right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to ask this because in my mind the captain is grinning because he's thinking this is a joke. What are your reaction to him smiling about this?
Mine?
Both of you at this point, because you're both
I'm
there.
Dead inside. If I wasn't before, I am now. fully dead. I specifically told everyone at the table we have to tread cautiously, and this is what happens.
And I just kind of laugh, and I'm just like, I'm just kidding, sir. He's a very capable fighter. We saw how he was today, and I just like I feel like Castle is just staring arrows at the back of my head. So I'm just like, and we greatly appreciate the resources you are willing to spare.
I'm just like holding your hand and staring at you, and I'm like, good.
I'm not looking at her.
Like I said, we can't spare everyone, but we can spare a
That's
small crowd or a
that's
small
quite
crew.
alright. That's
And Benji, if nothing else, Warren could hold down the fort here in case they come back and the town isn't left ostensibly defenseless.
okay. Yeah,
I'm sure
that's-
Warren can handle that, and maybe he can practice his tea drinking.
Yes, he should.
As Arwina tries to diffuse the situation.
No, so the captain looks over at Warren. He says, "Now you'll learn how to drink tea, correct?"
Like a real soldier.
Yes, sir. They're showing you up. I know, sir. I think he'll be all right.
Thank you, sir. And I just turn and look at Castle, and I'm just like, I did good, right?
Yeah, you did great.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this later.
Okay. All right then.
So we'll leave the main forces in the morning. Some of the villagers are not too keen of us staying very long either. This is a place that's been hidden for a long time. I can understand their hopes or their hesitance. We can't leave this place completely unguarded. Not that we know that there are forces far beyond what we had expected and even what the chief had spoke about. We had no idea we were coming into a full massacre. I'm just glad we got here when we did.
Thank you, and the army of Bryn Shander for coming to the aid of Stillwell. The 10 towns and Stillwell are stronger together as 10 little lights in this endless darkness.
And you would know that Stillwell is not even part of 10 towns.
Yeah, no, Arwina has just adopted it as town number 11.
Got it. Now we are 11 towns.
10 and a half.
10 and a half. Yeah, we won't tell everybody about this one. And he very respectfully nods to you and then goes back to the map and starts placing pieces on the map to know where directions to go. And he does, however, ask you all to step over. And as he does, he's going to show you very similar to what we looked at earlier, which is the travel map. Only this one has a lot more to it. So the red lines that you're seeing is traveled by the militia or by the military at most times. There's a line drawn here outside of Tin Trail that he has drawn in, and this is the path that they took into Stillwell. You notice multiple areas though that have X marks on them. There's one here, and one here, and then there's another one way over here, and those are they just have X's on them. He says, if anything, it's not a lot, but it'll hopefully give you some guidance on where to start looking.
All right.
That's all you got?
It's all our scouts have found so far. We also haven't sent too many in to, as we've been trying to take care of what has happened here. We brought more medics than anything.
Could I use my military background to give me advantage on some kind of roll to like see if these X's, if like I can deduce anything further that they haven't picked up on?
Go for it.
What would you have me?
So if you're trying to deduce like patterns, I would say you're either going to do a history check or you can do a. Let me see what I got. History is probably your best option because it's outside of what you know beforehand.
Yeah.
So we'll do that.
Okay. And I'm like, roll with the fish.
Nice.
21.
21.
I know more than you.
So you're notice the one thing you're deducing very quickly is there has to be more. There has to be something else. 4 X marks in what seems to be very secluded areas of the spine would not hold the amount of force that you dealt with in
Right.
Stillwell. There's still more to it.
Cool. Lock that away in my.
Keeping that in your own head?
Keeping that in my own little head.
Got it. Well, if that's it, and hopefully it's a little bit of direction for you all. It's very, very nice to meet each and every one of you, and that once again, Bryn Shander will know of what you've done here.
Thank you.
Hi.
And he sits back down and lets you in, and Warner comes back up. He says, "I'll take you out."
Thank you.
As you step out of the tents, at this point, you've watched the artificial light dim, noticing that it is becoming evening. A small glow comes from the shrine itself, but everything else you start to see those stars, and you start to see that bluish black mirage that goes over the sky and the different constellations peering very heavily out in this area specifically.
Erwina will point up to one of them and go, "Oh, that's Ursus Polaris."
Oh, the name of what? The star?
Well, the constellation, the
Ah.
Great Northern Bear. At,
Oh,
at least
wow.
that's what my people call it.
I've always meant to ask you something, Arena.
What?
What is a constellation?
Oh, it's the pictures the stars can make when you connect them just so. And let's see, what kind of fun things do we have? She'll take out her water skin and she'll freeze it in the shape of the constellation of the Great Bear and kind of like hold it on like what almost looks like a dinner plate, like near where you could see it in the sky.
Ah, so you got to imagine that there's lines connecting
Yeah,
them.
there's lines connecting them.
Ah, I see. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, Arena, I wanted to show you something. You remember those gold kind of belts we found in the frost giant lair?
Yes, the ones that were incredibly heavy and I could not lift to save my life.
But they look so good on you,
They
though.
do look so good.
And I just kind of show her like I can do this now, and I rage. And I think all of you for the first time, you see Benji's tattoos start to like kind of morph, and you see a lot like streaks of white and blue kind of go up her skin,
Ooh.
and her eyes turn like an icy blue, icy white. One is blue, one is white. And you see when she smiles, her teeth, her canines kind of come down. I did not do this before. I think I
Oh,
can speak to animals now, and I kind of have like this
Impressive.
beast sense.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't not do that before. Um, and now I can kind of talk to animals like you.
Exciting. That means we can just gossip about everybody with the animals, and
Yes,
no one will ever know.
they will. And I just kind of look to Castle. And I'm
I'm
just like,
just staring at you, just like you're the most beautiful thing in the world. Just
yes. But I know a lot has happened today. I've come out of my rage. Everything transforms back, and a lot has happened in the past day and a half. You were gone. The four of us went through these really hard trials. I don't know if everyone wants
and she froze.
to
And she
talk
froze.
about it, but I kind of want to apologize for losing my cool and punching a mirror yesterday. So I guess I should tell you now because I'm possibly putting all of you in danger. Um, I am being hunted by a tribe of barbarians called the Reghead. Uh, I was doing a job for the noble lord that my family works for. Uh, taking the lord's daughter, my best friend, Esme, just bringing her here to Icewind Dale to be married off, and I couldn't bring myself to do it. So I murdered the leader, the person that she was supposed to marry, and I let her run. And they have been hunting me ever since. In doing so, I left my two children with their father's tribe and haven't really had any contact with them since. And I don't want to put any of you in danger. And I look to Castle. So this is me telling you what I know so far about, the tribe and everything, and just kind of putting it all on the table, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That was,
Look, I've got a.
go ahead,
I do have
Ginger.
a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have claws when you do that?
Yeah, actually, my
Hands?
nails grow out.
Nice.
I can't do it anymore because that was my last rage for the day. But the next time we're in battle, I can show you.
How about fur?
No.
Oh,
Well,
if it's even on the forearms, that'd be glorious.
um, well, I mean, Ginger, I thought you didn't like frost giants.
You don't look like a frost giant. You look like
Oh,
Benji,
thank you.
all tattooed and odd. Oh, I've never thought of you as a frost giant, Benji.
Well, I mean, I
You are a
did
frost giant? Well, as
literally.
I've said, I've never met one before, and
Mm,
I can only judge based on what I've heard of them.
understandable, but I'm glad you're getting out and learning more than what you grew up learning. So,
Well, yeah, I have to confess something myself. I've been avoiding talking about, village defenses back at Pop Spring, and that I always say it's bandits what attacked us, but it weren't. It was goblins,
Hmm.
hordes of the little bastards. but I've kept that to myself.
Oh, is that gonna be a problem?
No, because I remember what Nanny Sweetgrass said, like, don't judge a book by its cover. And remember,
But I
meet
understand if
someone
you
and they act
judge.
like a friend, treat them like a friend.
Mm. I can
Even if
understand
they
if
may
you.
not look like a friend. But
I can understand if you judge Snark. He is very Snark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm standing right here.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying it to your face, Snark.
Hey, that's
never
cool.
you mind, you lovely little green fella.
Yeah.
And
Well,
more than anything else, next time anyone trash talks you or makes fun of your jokes, just remember, you're not just Snark, you're our Snark.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
your
And as
snark.
far as I'm concerned, if you make one of those horrible jokes in front of someone else, then it's funny. Right?
And Benji, at least I can't speak for everybody. Um, very little up here is safe, but so that means that I don't worry about anything following your tail. The lone wolf dies alone, and you're not alone. And I can't speak for Stillwell. They are not my people. But at least with me, you'll always have a home with the Skimmerstrad, my druid circle.
I'm so repeat your name?
Oh, the Skimmerstrad, as she like says it in like
In
in
Elvish?
Elvish. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I'm
like a
sorry.
mix of like a Creole of Elvish and Druidic.
Yeah. I got you.
This is what happens when I write a name that I cannot myself pronounce. But that's as close as I can get.
You were the first person that I met here, so I guess I can technically consider you my best friend.
Oh, thank you.
And I hug her, and I just whisper, "Castle, kiss me." Well, actually, no, I kiss Castle, but same
Oh,
difference.
it's okay. There's different kinds of friends.
Yeah. Well, yes. So I just wanted to get that off my chest because that was a different type of rage I felt. And I can't promise that I won't feel like that again, but I'll use that rage for something better, useful. I don't know. And I kind of look to Snark and I'm like, hey, come here, Snark. And I hug him and I just thank you for what you said in the trials.
It's true, you know. I could tell you're a good mom. And you know, I never had a mom. And at least your kids had a good life with you and you're a good person.
Oh, Snark, you're gonna make me cry. And I'm just like, if you want two moms, you have them. You know,
Okay.
I just I just look back at you, Benji, and I'm just like, we fly together. All of us.
yeah. And can you keep that for me? Hold on to it. And I look point towards my locket that I gave her before we separated.
It's still safe right where I left it. I'll hold on to it until you're ready for it.
All right, that was a lot. A lot.
Can we go to bed?
Yeah, I'm fucking tired.
So tired. I am still bleeding.
Oh, you're still bleeding?
I just
Erwina's
like
gonna
lift. I just like lift up, and there's just like an open stitch. Just
Erwina goes into her starry form, Chalice, which I don't think Benji and Jinjack and Snark have seen, but Castle has seen, where the colors kind of shift to more of the blue of the aurora, and like there's more of like a healing balm, and she'll cast like one of her last like first level spells of healing word on Castle. And
Just
it seems
walking
more
around with an
potent.
open wound.
I mean, that's a pretty badass capsule move normally. So but
Tired.
just as you all are exhausted, the aftermath of everything that's went on, and the amount of help that you have provided to Stillwell, this is such a great time for you all to just find rest. And each of you finds yourselves, if you'd like, because the Huntsman's Perch has given you this opportunity, you each have the opportunity to have your own rooms, as all rooms are open. Your choice who goes where.
I'm gonna go sleep in the shrine.
Oh, okay.
Just cuz.
Okay.
In the bosom of the Earth Mother. Not a euphemism.
That's Jim Jack's new catchphrase.
Not a euphemism.
Euphemism.
Snark, Erwina, Benji, Castle. What are we doing?
I'm sleeping with Castle.
Yeah.
I figured as much.
Freaking go to bed.
I walk into Benji and Castle's room with my knapsack. I say, Mom, can I sleep with you tonight? Am I doing it wrong?
Can you sleep with this Castle? Yeah.
Fine. Come on.
Get in the middle.
I cast disguise on myself to look like a little boy.
Don't do that.
No. Now it's weird. Go to your own room now. You made it weird. Go to your own room now.
Erwina will spare Scruff for Snark.
Okay. Never mind.
You say go to your room and you point, and Candle gets up and walks off with Snark.
Scruff will go too. That way Snark has some company.
So you see in one room, Snark in the middle of the floor, Scruff rolled around one side, Candle the other side, and it's just this ball in the middle of the floor, because Snark doesn't sleep on a bed apparently. But Castle and Benji are in their own room, Erwina has her own place, and Jinjak is back at the shrine. And for this evening, things are fine. You have the ability to take a breather and rest. And it's been a few rough days that you've now been able to, and it comes to the point now where you're able to not just rest, but you can feel your shoulders, the tenseness dissipate. You're able to speak in a normal voice. You're able to calmly get comfortable, each and every one of you. And we're going to put a blackout curtain on the entirety of the Huntsman's Perch. And before we get close to the end tonight, we're going to go over to the shrine, because this is something that I'm really curious about, and also I have some thoughts. Is Jinjak, the shrine is pretty much separated by the medical, the people that have had trauma, but there is an area that has been pretty much gated off with this invisible wire that has kept the shrine itself open, about a good probably 10 feet on all sides. How close do you want to sleep to the shrine?
Oh, right on it.
Okay.
I just get up my blankets and bags and says, "Good night, Earth Mother." And actually, I don't sleep on it. That would be disrespectful. I'll just sleep next to it.
Next to it, right?
Yeah.
Uh, and as you go to sleep, you close your eyes. You feel that warmth coming from that crystal that sits within the edge of the staff of Shantaea's shrine. And you drift off. And all you can hear in your mind as you're falling asleep is just the wind catching autumn leaves. Just that metronome feel sound that's resonating. And then something happens. A light is a figure, a human figure, a woman, kind of just wandering back and forth between the trees.
I'll approach her.
As you do, the first thing you do is you smell the aroma of autumn leaves. That scent of spice, of best way to describe it would be a Thanksgiving smell of autumn. You can see a staff in her hand, almost like a shepherd's staff, but this one goes to the peak of it, and instead of curving all the way into a shepherd's staff, it just kind of leans. And upon closer glance, you see it's twined in wheat.
We're not live.
We're not live.
Internet cut out again.
What? Did we just completely cut?
It was only like the last, like, when you first started describing things to Jinjack, so like not very
live?
long.
Are we live now?
There's a commercial playing.
Yeah, we're live.
Okay. Let me know when the commercial's done.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
So, sorry everybody, we cut out for a moment there due to some technical. There's some storms and stuff happening around here, so probably what hit me. And we're back. Okay, cool. Let me catch everybody back up. So, Jinjack is standing in what seems to be an autumn forest. The leaves have colored. There's a lady in front of him, older lady, who's dressed in a white dress and has what looks like a shepherd's staff in her hand, but it bends and it's entwined with wheat.
I'll drop to a knee.
As she turns, you know immediately who this is.
Oh, I have a pretty good idea. I just didn't think I'd ever experience this. I am not worthy!
A smile crosses her face.
I'm just a humble wee fella from Poppet Springs. Lisa Nelgate? No, I don't say that.
Jinjack, your blessings to me is absolutely incredible. Continue your purpose and bring my light to Icewind Dale.
May I die 1,000 deaths before I fail on this mission. Unlikely I will die 1,000 deaths, but I swear upon Snark's life.
And she...
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know. She walks up to you and she places her hands on yours, and you can feel that warmth. And you feel the glow. What's that?
I'm overwhelmed.
And as you start to feel that emotion and you start to become overwhelmed, your vision starts to blur. And the only thing you remember in the back is her stating, make sure Icewind Dale returns to the light. And that is where we're going to end tonight, as the dream finishes up with Jinjack meeting Shantaea in a vision. And we'll pick up next week as Field Scout Warner and the crew will head off into the spine of the world to rescue Stillwell once again. Thank you all. I don't want to continue this because it seems like the internet is being goofy, but I really feel like that was a good way to end this with the amount of potency that we've been putting towards Shantae, and now this offering for Jinjack to continue to drive forward with what is knowing his purpose is. For the rest of you, thank you all for joining us. Sorry that we had that cutout. Hopefully you will catch up both sides of the puzzle here on YouTube if you haven't been watching. Real quick, I just want to go around the circle, let everybody know who you are, where they can find you, and so we can get this going and wrap this up for the evening. We'll start with Alex, and then you can drop it, and then you can bounce it.
Hi, I'm Idly on TikTok and Discord. You can catch me on Wild Hearts on TikTok, and then I also have a Discord project called The Clock Exchange for creators to collab. So that's another place you could find me as well as on Twitch on the Bad Ideas channel.
Awesome. Who are you bouncing it to?
I will bounce that over to Eric.
Hey, yeah, so I'm Eric Wahlberg. I can mostly be found on Dad Jokes and Dragons on TikTok, which is where my daughter and I have a cosplay fantasy pun based channel with all kinds of goofiness. Aside from that, if you want to follow me in general, Eric.Wahlberg on Instagram, spelled like Mark Wahlberg with the WAHL, and that's it.
Awesome. We'll go with Torrance.
Hey guys, I'm Torrance. You can find me here on Twitch and TikTok at the TinyT14, and you can also find me with my D&D table over on YouTube at Off Branded. And I look forward to hanging out with you guys more.
And we've got our barbarian who does not have social media, but now the part of the Northern Attitudes. I mean, now she's got something, right?
Hey, gotta bring something to the party.
Gotta bring something to the party. And then we just heard that Chris is starting his Instagram channel. So sooner or later we'll have that added to our crew. As you get to not only see all of the artwork here, you can check it over his, and I'm sure he's going to have tons more other cool things because he's just an amazing artist. But yeah, and then of course you can find me here on Monday nights. You can find me over on my own channel at Tabletop Misfits on Wednesday nights, and then every other week over on Northwolf's channel, our guest from last week, on Thursday nights. So those are 8 o'clock here, 9 o'clock my time, or 9 o'clock on the other two shows. Yeah, no, 9 o'clock and then 7 o'clock. Goodness gracious. Anyway, all the times on the numbers. But thank you once again, Gen Con, for giving us this opportunity to continue to tell this amazing story, and all of you wonderful players for being just who you are. Hope you all enjoyed it for the evening, and hopefully you'll come back next week to find out what happens next as we continue our story and we start to hunt some orcs, because that sounds like a lot of fun. Keep an eye out on all the social medias, both Dress the Quest, Tabletop Misfits, and all the others, as we post letting you know when this next show starts and a little bit of a blurb on top. Also, you can check all of our other episodes, our older episodes, over on YouTube on Gen Con TV. Until then, everybody have an icy week, and hopefully it's not too icy, but I'll talk to you all next week. Good night.
Well,